So when I got this accident, it was in Cyprus in September 2015. So I went 10 meters deeper than the world record I was attempting. So I went down to 139 meters instead of 129. And I got a blackout, injured myself in the lungs. So I decided after this accident that was a good time, good opportunity to stop freediving competition. But of course, I didn't stop freediving. It was just the competition and world record aspect. Freediving is much more than that. And I was lucky to, apart from competition, to do already many things around this passion of freediving. So it's been years and years. I'm diving, filming with my wife. So she is a film director, underwater DOP, so cinematographer. So she's doing movies, and we've been doing some movies in the past. One of my passions is to do underwater photography also. I'm sharing the passion, doing conferences, lectures for the public, for companies. I'm teaching freediving courses all around the world. So when I stopped freediving career, my freediving competition career, I decided to do more of the other things. But basically my life hasn't really changed because I'm still training almost every day to keep in good shape for the film, for exploring the world and the water. I need to be in good shape. So training, traveling, exploring, doing artistic work and sharing, that's pretty much what I'm doing today. So it's been a few years. I had this idea in mind to develop a freediving wetsuit with my partner Chrissy. I really wanted to have the support of a big brand, famous brand, and Chrissy is one of the top, and in freediving history maybe is the #1 brand because he was sponsoring Jacques Mayol, then Umberto Pellizzari. So there is a it's in the DNA of the brand to support freediving. But it was the first time they were okay to develop, with my collaboration, a special line with my signature, freediving line for freedivers. So with 20 years of experience underwater, I helped them with some tips and some recommendation. So first of all, we wanted the wetsuit smooth to have a better glide underwater, and also for the temperature, because as soon as you go back on the boat, you're dry. So it's much better to stay warm. Then I wanted absolutely a nice color, and that was the color of my freediving wetsuit competition. So I wanted this blue in between, in the middle of the blue of the ocean. I like this idea of being melting the blue, and we decided to add some nice design. And the particularity of this wetsuit also, it's very flexible. It's very important for freedivers. We need to have a wetsuit that is like a pyjama. It's good to have a wetsuit that you don't feel underwater, because it's second skin. Otherwise, you lose too much energy. And the last thing is the material inside. It's very easy to put without soap, without water. So it's easier for everyone, even for beginners, to put the wetsuit on, and that's pretty much the requirement. So the idea of the expedition, it was made by an Ecuadorian guy, Roberto Ochoa, and he wanted to bring awareness to the world of the necessity to have stronger rules in terms of marine conservation. And Galapagos is the perfect example. The perfect example of how we have to protect our marine areas and how to create marine reserve. It's been protected for more than 50 years, and it's the place with the biggest biodiversity in the world. You have everything there. So the idea was to bring in this place a new way to interact with marine life. Since the beginning of tourism there underwater, people have explored Galapagos only with scuba diving. When you're on scuba, you have bubbles, you're not free because you have heavy equipment. So the idea was to try to make the first freediving expedition in Galapagos. And I was very lucky and happy and proud to be part of this expedition. And what we got is amazing images, amazing pictures, where you can see an incredible interaction between human and nature. And that was the idea behind this expedition, to show that us as humans, we have to consider ourselves like part of the nature, not outside of the nature. And the freedivers are the best example, because when you're on freediving, with no bubbles, with the silence, you can really interact with the animals and be part of them. You're not like human watching animals, you're part of the group. And the idea is to spread this message to the world that we should have more areas like Galapagos. We should protect more some incredible areas like the Galapagos has done. So it was like a kind of an example for the rest of the world.
So you're very involved into the environment protection and...
It's impossible not to be involved when you spend your life underwater and when you see how magnificent it is when it's protected and how endangered it is when you just leave the human play with the nature. So I consider as an ambassador of my sport, I have to be an ambassador of this conservation, and this is, I think, very, very important for the future generation. Yeah, so my daughter is 5 years old today. It's her birthday today, and of course things have changed, but I didn't stop my life. I still keep on diving and exploring the world. That's maybe one of the reasons why I've stopped competing. Yes, competing is one thing, but I think it's very important to show her an example on the possibility and to live out of the passion. That was one of my goals when I was younger. I wanted to be, when I will be an adult, my priority was I want to be free and I want to be able to try to live out of my passion. So I want to show my daughter that it's possible, and I want to take her underwater to show her the magic of the underwater world.
Did you freedive with her?
Yes, she started freediving, so she's only 5 years old. She started after 4, a little bit, but now in a few days we're gonna go around the world with the family, many incredible places, and she will be with us, and I hope it's gonna be the best opportunity for her to experience the magic of the underwater world with the marine life. And I don't want her to become a champion, or she will do what she wants. But
basically it has opened new doors.
Yeah, new doors, and I want to create and to develop her sensitivity to the beauty of nature.